Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about a potential matchup between Max Holloway versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This breakdown is actually a request by Elijah S. Great idea, Elijah. Thanks for watching the channel. Appreciate it, brother. This fight hasn't been booked, it hasn't been announced, but it would be fun to talk about, so let's get into it. Max Blessed Holloway has an MMA record of 20 wins and 3 losses. He is the current featherweight champion of the UFC. Max, I believe, is in his prime right now. He's evolved into an amazing fighter. After that loss to Conor McGregor, it seems to have lit a fire in him, and he came back better everywhere. He has awesome technical, relentless striking, mixes it all up well. He's shown he has takedowns, great submission defense, submissions in his arsenal, incredible cardio, granite chin, massive will to win in heart. Max Holloway's a beast, plain and simple. He is a beast. Khabib Nurmagomedov has a record of 27 wins and 0 losses. He is undefeated in MMA. That's absurd. It's extremely rare for a pro fighter to have an undefeated record like that. There are a million ways to win, a million ways to lose in MMA. Truly remarkable. One critique about Khabib's record is that he hasn't fought the toughest competition throughout his whole career, but lately he has. He's been dominating dudes and making it look easy. Khabib is a smasher. He has an ultra dominating wrestling game. He's a wrestling phenom. You can't stop his takedowns. He's relentless with them. Basically, if he gets a hold of you, you are going to be dragged to the mat and smashed on. And there's nothing you can do about it. Don't believe me? Go check out the Barboza fight. Brutal. Khabib also has a hell of a chin. His striking has evolved to the point where he's competent on the feet to set up the takedowns. He can hang on the feet. That is very dangerous. A super dominant grappler and wrestler who can strike. That's a nightmare. Just like Max Holloway, he has crazy heart, a super will to win. Khabib is another beast. That's why a fight between him and Max Holloway is so exciting. And they very well may meet down the line. I know Max wants it and Khabib is always up for a challenge. So how do these guys match up? Well, Max is really big for the featherweight division. I believe he's 5'11". He has a long reach, and his frame might actually be better suited to 155. Khabib is a lot thicker. I do believe he would be stronger than Max physically, but I don't necessarily think that Max would be undersized versus Khabib. Max's striking game is way better than Khabib's and more polished, and Khabib's wrestling grappling game, on the flip side, is levels above Max's. But does Max have enough takedown defense and enough grappling skill to hang with Khabib, to stuff takedowns, to tire him out, to get up off the mat once taken down? That's a huge question, and if I'm being completely honest, I would say no. I don't think he's at that level grappling. I think if Khabib gets a hold of him, he's going to drag him down to the mat and steal the round. Here's the thing though, if Khabib gets a hold of Max, Max has amazing footwork. He's constantly mobile, moving laterally. He mixes up his strikes, keeps you guessing, leg kicks, punches to the head, jabs. His movement is excellent. So Khabib actually may have a hard time grabbing Max. We may see Max dancing circles around Khabib, wearing him out, then pouring it on in the later rounds. This is just such a great fight. I believe they cancel each other out as far as cardio. Same thing with chins and being able to take a punch. It's kind of weird how things come full circle, and even in modern MMA, it's kind of like the striker versus the grappler. Khabib's keys to victory: grab a hold of Max, tire him out, make him wrestle you. That's going to burn his arms out when he goes for underhooks. That's going to tire his legs out, which is going to impede his movement, which is going to make him easier to take down as the fight goes on. Get on top, score ground and pound, wash, rinse, repeat. Max's keys to victory: stay mobile, stay on the outside, pepper Khabib up with shots, avoid the grappling exchanges, don't get your back against the cage and be cornered. Max may be able to frustrate Khabib and really pour it on in the 4th and 5th rounds. I'd say win by decision because Khabib is so damn durable, but so is Max. I think that Khabib has more of a shot of finishing Max than Max has of finishing Khabib, but that's just my opinion. So ultimately, who do I have winning this fight? This is a really tough pick. It's not easy to pick a winner for this one. But history has shown that the grappler typically wins fights against the striker. And I know it's not that simple. Max isn't just a striker, but this fight is kind of like that. So I'm going to have to favor Khabib. I think Khabib will win a dominant decision, possibly get a stoppage. Max is moving up in weight. That's also against him. Even though I do think that 155 is probably better suited for him. I know a lot of you guys wouldn't agree with this prediction. And again, this is just a really tough one to pick. I'm just going with one fighter. And I do think Khabib would take this fight. So anyway, guys, that's my breakdown of this potential matchup. I do think at some point these guys are going to meet in the cage. Please let me know what you think about this fight. Who do you got winning and why? Thanks for watching this segment, guys. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. Really appreciate it. The channel's slowly growing. You guys take care, and I'll catch you all on the next segment.